August 31, 1888. 3:40 a.m. A cart driver named Charles Cross is walking through Bucks Row in London's East End. The street is dark, silent. Fog rolls across the cobblestones. Then he sees it, a shape on the ground. At first he thinks it's a tarp, maybe discarded canvas. He moves closer. It's a woman, lying on her back, dress pulled up, throat slashed so deeply her head is nearly severed from her body. But here's what makes Cross freeze. The blood is still wet. Whoever did this, they were just here. And what the police would discover in the coming weeks would plunge London into absolute terror. Because this wasn't just murder. This was the beginning of something far worse. Her name was Mary Ann Nichols. Polly, to her friends. She was 43 years old. A mother of 5. Estranged from her husband. Living in the doss houses of Whitechapel. Those filthy lodging rooms where you paid 4p for a bed. On the night of her death, Polly didn't have 4p. So she was turned away. Her last words to the lodging housekeeper? "I'll soon get my doss money. See, what a jolly bonnet I've got now." She was smiling, drunk, optimistic. 3 hours later she was dead on Bucks Row. But Polly wasn't alone in her suffering. Whitechapel in 1888 was hell on earth. Overcrowded, disease-ridden. Women sold their bodies just to afford a bed for the night. The police barely cared when these women disappeared. But that was about to change. September 8, 1888. 1 week after Polly's murder. 29 Hanbury Street. A run-down tenement building. A man named John Davis walks into the backyard just after 6 a.m. He sees a woman lying against the fence. Her name was Annie Chapman. And what was done to her was unspeakable. Her throat was cut. Her abdomen sliced open. Organs removed with surgical precision. Her intestines were draped over her shoulder. The police surgeon, Dr. George Bagster Phillips, examined the body. He said whoever did this had anatomical knowledge. Possibly a doctor. A butcher. Someone who knew how to dissect a human body. And they worked fast, maybe 15 minutes in total darkness. Now London was terrified. 2 women. Both found in the early morning hours. Both mutilated. The press gave the killer a name. Jack the Ripper. The police were overwhelmed. Hundreds of letters poured into Scotland Yard. Most of them hoaxes. Some claimed to be from the killer himself. One letter, written in red ink, said, "I am down on whores and I shan't quit ripping them till I do get buckled." It was signed, Jack the Ripper. Was it real? No one knows. Investigators chased every lead. They interrogated butchers, doctors, even sailors docked at the Thames. But the killer was a ghost. Then came the night that changed everything. September 30th, 1888. 2 murders. Same night. Less than an hour apart. The first victim, Elizabeth Stride. Throat slashed but no mutilation. The killer was likely interrupted. The second victim, Catherine Eddowes. Found in Mitre Square. Mutilated beyond recognition. Her face slashed. Kidney removed. The Ripper sent a letter days later. Inside the envelope, half of Catherine Eddowes' kidney. The message read, "I fried and ate the other half." The police were helpless. Witnesses described different men. Tall, short, well-dressed, shabby. No one could agree. Jack the Ripper was invisible. November 9, 1888. 13 Miller's Court. A tiny, squalid room in Whitechapel. A rent collector knocked on the door of Mary Jane Kelly. No answer. He peered through the broken window. And what he saw made him vomit. Mary Kelly's body was on the bed. Completely destroyed. Her face carved beyond recognition. Organs removed and placed around the room like trophies. The police photographer who documented the scene couldn't finish. He broke down. Mary Kelly was 25 years old. She was the Ripper's final canonical victim. But here's the thing. Jack the Ripper was never caught. Not officially. The murders stopped after Mary Kelly. Completely. As if the killer vanished into thin air. Over the years, hundreds of suspects have been named. Montague John Druitt, a barrister who drowned himself weeks after the final murder. Aaron Kosminski, a Polish immigrant declared insane. Even Prince Albert Victor, Queen Victoria's grandson, was accused. In 2014, DNA evidence from a shawl found at one of the crime scenes allegedly linked Aaron Kosminski to the murders. But many experts dispute the findings. The chain of custody was broken. The evidence contaminated. So who was Jack the Ripper? A doctor? A butcher? A member of the royal family? We may never know. What we do know is this. 5 women, Mary and Nichols, Annie Chapman, Elizabeth Stride, Catherine Eddowes, and Mary Jane Kelly, were brutally murdered in the fall of 1888. They were poor, vulnerable, forgotten by society, until a killer made them infamous. Jack the Ripper didn't just kill women. He terrorized an entire city. He exposed the rot beneath Victorian London's polished surface. And even now, over 130 years later, we're still obsessed with him. Still searching for answers. Still asking the same question. Who was Jack the Ripper? More importantly, why did he stop?